It's time to wrap up season number 1 with the Jacksonville Jaguars. We had the wild card round. We saw who won the MVP. We saw all the stats. All that's done with. We are now in the divisional round of the playoffs. It is the Patriots hosting those Cincinnati Bengals. The Patriots, they do not have Tom Brady. It's going to be the Matt Castle show. That pass by Carson Palmer to Chad Johnson was a very good one. Now they're on the other side of the 50 in Patriots territory. That pass will be caught by Reggie Kelly. Move those chains. Third down and goal inside the 10. Will the Patriots defense hold? High snap, corralled by Carson, throws it to T.J. Houshmandzadeh championship. That's what the Bengals are hoping for, and they have a 7-0 lead. Castle going to hand that thing off to the ex-Bengal, Corey Dillon, still getting it done. Weaving through traffic, breaking tackles, and taking this one to the Cincinnati 36-yard line to end the first quarter of play. So it's third down and 9. The rain subsides for now. Castle has it. Gonna throw it deep, and that pass is not gonna be complete. And correct me if I'm wrong, but Castle, I believe, was a one-time backup to Carson Palmer. I mean, Castle backed up everybody at USC. Everybody was surprised he got drafted and actually did pretty well. Had a decent career in the NFL for like never starting a college football game. At least that's what my notes tell me. That pass is incomplete. So the Patriots take back over. And then that one's gonna be intercepted. Deltha O'Neal. USC versus Cal right there, and Cal gets the rare win in the series with Deltha O'Neal picking off Matt Castle and taking that thing to the crib. Third down and 8 now. The rain is back. Castle throwing it deep. That pass is caught. Troy Brown to the house. Touchdown Patriots, and just like that, the Patriots are back in this one, but they need a stop from their defense. James couldn't keep pace with Brown, and now the Patriots take back over with a chance to maybe come back and tie it up, but that sack at the goal line might spell their end. They have to punt it away. They have all 3 timeouts. Got to get a stop here. They're not going to do a very good job of stopping Chris Perry. He picks up 9. They give it to him again. Now that's Rudy Johnson. And he's going to pick up not a first down, but a yard. But right here, he does pick up a first down, and that is going to do it. 14-7 is the final. The Patriots, they fall without Tom Brady. I mean, who can blame them? And the Cincinnati Bengals are moving on to the conference championship game. Now we're going to travel to Carolina. It is the Panthers, and it is those Cowboys. The last time the Cowboys played a playoff game, I believe it was, 96, 97, when the Panthers went to the NFC Championship game and ended up losing to those Green Bay Packers. The first time the Packers won with Brett Favre as their quarterback, and I talk about winning a Super Bowl. Here goes the numbers. The Panthers are a slightly better team on paper, 90 overall. The Cowboys are 89 overall. The Cowboys get the football here. Drew Bledsoe throws it. That pass, not going to be caught. Terry Glenn got absolutely drilled by Chris Gamble. And now they're looking at third down. Bledsoe throws it. That pass broken up. It's going to fall to the grass, and the Panthers defense holds. The offense going to take over. Second down and 5. And down goes Delhomme. Third down and 10. That pass will be caught by Steve Smith, but not enough for a first down. So both teams have 0 on the scoreboard still. Julius Jones to the left side. Gets away from 1, won't get away from the next, but picks up 6. They give it to him again. No, play fake. The defense bit so hard they try to tackle him, and Green gets open for the first down. So the Cowboys inside enemy territory, trying to be the first team that scores here. Bledsoe to Green again, first down. Bledsoe pump faking, throwing it deep, and it's going to be incomplete as they try to find T.O. Vanderjagt is out there for the field goal attempt. Kick is up, and the kick is no good. So the Cowboys had the first legitimate chance to score. They failed to do so, and now the Panthers take over. That pass is corralled in, and that's going to be a first down. They're on the other side of the 50 now. That pass going to be caught. That is D'Angelo Williams, rookie running back out of Memphis, for a first down. Foster back in that tailback. They throw this one up top, and it's caught. Steve Smith brings it in. Touchdown. And now it's 7-0. Panthers on top. And that pass is going to be dropped by Terrell Owens. Tight coverage. You expect the future Hall of Famer to catch that one. And now that pass is intercepted by Cousins. T.O. lays the lumber. But the Cowboys can't be happy with what's happening so far today. That pass downfield will be broken up, and now the Panthers are going to be looking at 3rd down and 10. DeAngelo Williams to the left side. They throw it to the right, and it's caught. The Panthers work their way inside the 25. Now they run the ball with Foster, and Foster, 10-5, touchdown. He had a lane, got good blocking, and takes it to the crib, and now I think the Cowboys are in serious trouble. Down by 17. That pass hauled in by Patrick Creighton. Bledsoe, over the middle. That one's caught by Creighton as well, caught from behind by a shoelace, or he would have been gone to the crib. They throw it and it's picked. Just when you thought the Cowboys were going to come back, you thought wrong to have the discussion. They need a TED Talk, because I don't know what's going to help them here. But the Cowboys, they will get the ball back. They drive down the field, down by 17 with 17 seconds on the clock. That pass is caught, but they won't cross the goal line there. 7 seconds, they fake the spike, they throw it, and it's caught by Terry Glenn. And then Terry Glenn and the Cowboys decide to just kick the ball deep. With only 4 seconds, they're like, why try onside kick? Let's hope for better luck next year, I guess. So 17-7 is the score. Now we're going to head to the Bay Area, the town, Oakland, California, the Coliseum. It is the Oakland Raiders, the winners of the AFC West, taking on the winners of the AFC South in those Colts. The Colts are the better team on paper, 90 overall. The Raiders are just 86 overall. This is the second year with Randy Moss on the roster. Aaron Brooks is their quarterback. Lamont Jordan is their running back. It is a who's who of what are they doing in the starting lineup. That pass is caught, and that will be a chain mover. That's Doug Gabriel. Looking downfield, that pass is not a good one, and the Raiders get the ball to the Colts. 3rd down and 10, the Colts take over from their own 20-yard line. Peyton Manning throws it. That pass broken up, and so that is not wanting to score. Nobody so far. Jordan with a full head of steam, running with power, purpose, and with bad intentions. They go up the gut. That's a 1st down, and the Raiders cross the 50. Could they score for the first time today? 3rd and 7 is caught. 1st down. Now, I do not see Randy Moss, so I can bet my bottom dollar he's dealing with some type of injury, and you know that hurts. So 2nd down and 1, they're going to run the ball, and Lamont Jordan breaks a tackle and gets this one inside the 10. So the Raiders playing bully ball out there. They throw this one up top, broken up at the last second, trying to get the ball to Jerry Porter. They got to set up for a field goal. Kick is up, and the kick is going to be good. So 3-0 Raiders on top. Peyton Manning pump faking, and down he goes. They're going to run the ball with Rhodes, and all roads lead to a 3-and-out. So the Raiders take over the minute 15 on the clock, all 3 timeouts, up by 3. Taking the shot deep, is caught. Doug Gabriel. Randy Moss, who? When you got Dougie Doug. Dougie Fresh going to take that thing to the house. Aaron Brooks. I mean, he looks way better than that number 2 than Jamarcus, you know who. All I know is that, hey, he's the starter, and they're making it look good. Real good. But here comes Rhodes to the 10, to the 15, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, and brought down just shy of midfield. So the Colts have good field position. 57 seconds on the clock is a lifetime for Peyton Manning in this offense. They pick up a 1st down there. Manning surveys the field, has a man open, it's caught. Rhodes out of the backfield, hauls that one in, and the Colts are inside the 20. Peyton Manning throws it, and Peyton telegraphed that one. Peyton Manning was painting a portrait because he telegraphed that one, so it was really Peyton Manning. That pass will be dropped or incomplete, batted away, should have been an interception. That pass is caught, and the Colts are going to be looking at 3rd down and 3. The Raiders run commit, but that's going to stop Manning from finding somebody open initially, but he does find Marvin Harrison. Now it's 2nd down and 10. Rhodes to the left side. They fake the draw. Looking downfield is Manning. Pump faking it, throwing it, and that's caught by Harrison again, who is not starving today. Marvin is getting fed. They throw it deep. Stokely up the seam, breaks a tackle, and has a touchdown. The Colts are trying to come back. They were down by 10. Now they're down by just 3. And you know what's coming next. The onside kick. And the kick is away. And the Raiders can't hang on to the ball. So the Colts take back over. Manning throws it. Has a man open. It's Stokely down the sideline. Stokely. Touchdown. The Colts, not to Reggie Wayne, not to Marvin Harrison, but to Brandon Stokely. Touchdown, Colts. They had the lead by 4. Raiders trying to avoid heartbreak. Looking downfield, and it's going to be dropped. He would have came down out of bounds. So 4th and 14. Welcome to the Heartbreak Hotel, Oakland Raiders. A 10-point lead with around a minute to go in the ball game, and somehow, some way, you lose it. Art Shell then performed a miracle by getting this roster to the postseason and winning, having the number 2 seed. They had a first-round bye, but now we head to the last divisional round of the contest, or of the video, I should say, and it's going to be Minnesota and Washington. The winner would take on the Carolina Panthers. Mark Brunell in the center, 3rd down and 19. Brunell throws it. It's caught, but shy of the first down. But more importantly, Mark Brunell is out. So it's going to be the Jason Campbell show as the Skins take back over. 3rd down and 2. Clinton Portis is the deep back. They're going to hand the ball to him. He's going to pick up the first down by the hairs of his chin. 3rd down and 3. 2 tight ends to the right. 1 tight end to the right, 2 receivers to the right as well. One to the left. They throw it to that backside receiver, and it's going to fall incomplete. So the Vikings take over. Brad Johnson once played for the Skins. Hands the ball off there, and the Skins force a 3 and out. Vikings do nothing again. That pass is caught. That's going to be a chain mover. 1st and 10. Campbell has it. Throws it. That's good, and Jason Campbell has a first down again. 3rd down and 9, with a drive continue with that Vikings defense hold. They throw it up for grabs, and it's picked. The Vikings defense don't only just hold, they're going to get the first points of the ball game with a pick 6. He could moonwalk from there. So from the gun, Jason Campbell trying to make up for that last pass, and that pass was a pretty good one. The Skins moved the ball up the field for a first down. 2nd down and 8. Get off of me, Clinton Portis says. And now it's going to be 3rd down and 2. 3-man rush by the Vikings. That's not going to get the job done. 8 guys in coverage, and that's not going to get the job done. 1st and 10 now turns into about a 3rd down and an inch, and they don't pick it up. They got to set up for a field goal. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So the Skins, they do walk away with 3, but they're still down by 4. Now the Vikings, they do nothing. So the Skins have a chance. Here in the 4th quarter, Jason Campbell, can he be clutch like you were back at Auburn? And that pass is caught on 4th down. Move those chains. Campbell under pressure, and down he goes. No pass blocking on that play. 3rd down and 17. Can 17 do something? Not on that play. 4th and 17. He's going to get another shot at it. They spread out everybody. 4 receivers, 1 back. And they can't pass protect to save their backside. And that's going to do it. Let's head to the conference championship game. You got the Colts, and you got the Bengals. The Colts are beat up. The Bengals are beat up. It could be a high-scoring affair with the likes of Carson Palmer, Peyton Manning throwing to Marvin Harrison, Stokely, and Reggie Wayne. Dallas Clark, too. T.J. Houshmandzadeh. You got Kelly. You got both Kellys, Reggie Kelly and Kelly Washington. And, of course, you got Chad Ochocinco Johnson. 2nd down and 12. They're going to run the ball and going backwards. Of the Colts. 3rd down and 14, Manning. He's going to throw this one, and that pass is caught but out of bounds by Weezy. So the Bengals take over, still with nothing on the scoreboard for either team. That pass going to be caught by Chad Johnson. That's a good way to start the drive. Palmer with time. Throws it up top. Caught. Houshmandzadeh. Touchdown Bengals. Can the Bengals get the job done here in Indy? Looking downfield. The Colts going to fire this one up top, and that pass will be caught. Now, you remember when the Colts made it to the Super Bowl, that they had a road game in the divisional round after having a home game in the wild card round and came back, had a whole game in the AFC Championship game. Same things are happening here, but will they win this game like they did versus the Patriots way back when? 7-3, Bengals on top as they take over. Vinatieri knocks home a field goal. That pass caught. That's Kelly Washington, the Tennessee Vol. 3rd down and 15. They're going to fake the run play out of the gun. They throw it up, and that pass is broken up. I believe that was Bob Sanders laying the lumber. So now they got to set up for a field goal. Kick is up. Kick is good. And the Colts now down by 7. Take over with 45 seconds on the clock. 2nd down and 10. Manning looking. Throws it. Caught. 1st down Colts. Manning with time. Surveys the field. Throws it up, and not Stokely. Is that Moorhead? That's Moorhead who makes the catch, but more importantly, that's Peyton Manning leaving the stage. So Shorgy comes on, and Shorgy throws it to James, and James going to take it to the crib. Shorgy is supposed to throw it to the guys wearing blue, not orange and black. Oh my goodness, Manning's back in the ball game just in the nick of time. Throws it to Wayne. Wayne to the 30. Wayne, not a Bengal in sight, is gone. Touchdown, Colts. Do the Colts have another miracle? They were down by 10 in the fourth quarter last week and came back. They're down by 7 here. But there goes Rudy Johnson working his way upfield for a first down. Now they throw it to the back of the end zone. Chad makes the catch, and the Bengals are up by 14. So 24-10 is now the score. Manning looking. Manning's going to throw this one up top, and that pass going to be picked. Deltha O'Neal having himself a postseason to remember, and he just signed the ticket that's going to send the Bengals to the bowl. The Bengals are going to the Super Bowl. Something that we could not do in the Bengals franchise, but here they get the job done without yours truly. The Panthers are not as Bengals. They do have some offensive linemen that are out. Then you look at the Vikings. Again, Hutchinson is out, Pat Williams is out, and Burke. So they are all missing linemen, but the Vikings are missing one of their better D linemen in this one. So it's going to be Brad Johnson, who won the Super Bowl with Keyshawn Johnson, going toe-to-toe here. Brad Johnson, the Vikings will get the football first. Brad Johnson fires it. That pass will be caught. Is that going to be a first down? Not quite. Second down and inches. Chester Taylor up the gut. Gets brought down by Peppers, but has a first down. Second down and 5 now. Johnson to the right side. 10th and picked. Mike Minter returns it to the 35-yard line. First and 10. Looking downfield is Delhomme, the homie. Throws it, is caught. The pick magnet. Darren Sharper, who's more like the ball magnet today, where he's being held at for the next few years. Anyway, second down and 10. That run play was going to net them nothing because they fumble it. It's a touchdown for the Panthers. You give the ball to Chester Taylor. He fumbles it at around the 5. It's a scoop and score. Now I think they need to draft the running back from Oklahoma. That's going to result in the first touchdown of the ball game, and the Panthers are up 7-0 headed to the second. So Brad Johnson looking to bring his team back. Throws it up top. That pass picked. Back-to-back drives. Back-to-back turnovers. So the Panthers take over with a chance to increase their lead. Delhomme slides right. Throws it up. Caught by Steve Smith. And Steve Smith is gone. Looking to take on the Bengals in the Super Bowl of the Panthers. That pass is caught, but here comes the Vikings in the fourth quarter now. Looking downfield is Brad. He throws it up. That pass is caught by Troy Williamson, but the South Carolina prodigy is now shaken up. So looking at 4th down and 2, I formation. They're going to throw it from the eye. It's caught by Taylor. Got away from Morgan and brought down just side of 20. Now it's 4th and goal. Can they stay alive? They can't. The pressure from Dan Morgan forces an errant throw, and the Panthers are headed to the Super Bowl. In the tournament, it was only, and I'm going off of when this game came out, it was only Brad Johnson that had a Super Bowl trophy in his trophy case. No other quarterback in the tourney had one, if my memory serves me correctly, but everybody's in the tourney. Obviously, Tom Brady. I know Tom Brady, but I'm just saying. It's Brad Johnson. But no. It's going to be either Carson Palmer or Jake Delhomme getting a little notch in their legacy for what they did on the gridiron. So the Cincinnati Bengals, they won the AFC North. Then you got the Carolina Panthers, winner of the NFC South. Both teams are looking for their first Lombardi here. History will be made in the cat fight of the century. Chad Johnson and Steve Smith once played at the same community college down in Southern Cal. Now they're on the biggest stage in American pastime history. I don't know where I was going with it, but it's rocking me. There goes Julius Peppers getting a sack right there on Carson. Carson looking downfield, going to throw it, and that pass is hauled in, and that is going to be a 3-and-out. So the Panthers take over. We're going to give it to Deshaun Foster, and now Foster is hurt. So Goins and DeAndre Williams are the only running backs left on the roster, as Foster has to leave stage left. Hopefully it's not too serious. Goins with the truck stick has a first down, move those chains, and the news is not good. Broken tailbone. That hurts. How you going to sit for the next 5 months? That pass will be caught. Is that Colbert going up over everybody? The USC man comes through for his team. They got another Pac-10 guy. and that's Teo Johnson, the one-time Raider. Little stop route, comeback route, left wide open, touchdown Panthers. And the Panthers strike first. Rudy Johnson up the middle, picks up a decent game, 3rd down and 3. Palmer throws it, that pass broken up by Lucas. So now the Panthers have a chance to add to the lead before the half is up. They throw it. Keyshawn hauls that one in. I don't know how he did that, but he done did it. So 3rd down and 3. Looking over the middle. Throwing it deep. Teo Johnson another. Teo Johnson coming through in a major way. Play fake. DeLome throws underneath. That pass is caught, and the drive shall continue, but they only have one timeout left, so they call it here. Going to send out John Casey, and Casey, he's going to knock home a field goal. Now, John Casey kicked this ball out of bounds. Where have we seen that before in the Super Bowl? Yeah. All I'm saying is he kicked it out of bounds. That gives the Bengals a short field. They get in the field goal range, 1 second on the clock. Kick is up. Kick is good. Panthers are now up by 7 instead of up by 10. So can the Bengals come back? Underneath, they're going to find Steve Smith, move those chains. Full house backfield. Throwing it deep, and Goins makes the catch. 1st down, Panthers. 4th quarter now. The Bengals, they need a stop. They get the ball to D'Angelo Williams. And the Bengals do get a stop, but I think they're in field goal range, and John Casey's going to knock this one home. So the Bengals, they got the stop, but they still give up some points, so they're down by 10. Carson Palmer got to hurry up. Has a man wide open. That's Cully Washington down the right sideline. 1st down, 3rd inches on the other side of the 50. Palmer has a man open. It's caught by T.J. Hushmanzada. He works his way up to the 30-yard line. 3rd down and 10. Palmer pump faking it, throws it deep. Washington brings it in. Touchdown, Cincy. They got to go for the onside kick. If they get it, they have a chance. If they don't, they got to use all 3 of their timeouts on defense, and Goins is there for the recovery. So 3rd down and 12. They run the ball with D'Angelo Williams. He gets brought down, and the Bengals use their last timeout. So 1:04 on the clock. Carson has it. With time, just a 2-man rush by the Panthers. Throwing it deep, and that pass is broken up. And now they're looking at 2nd down and 10 with 55 seconds on the clock. They send a blitz this time. Good pickup by the Bengals O-line. They throw it to TJ, and that pass falls to the grass. They throw it deep. Caught by Chad. Fumbles the football. It's still losing. The Panthers recovering. The Panthers are going to win this one. But there's going to be a booth review. Chad got hit by Lucas, but they're going to say that he was down. So the play is reversed. It's a 1st down for the Bengals. 32 seconds on the clock. They throw it up, and that pass will be intercepted. Chris Gamble with the pick, and that is going to do it. The Ohio State man beats the Cincinnati Bengals of Ohio. The Bengals lose yet another Super Bowl. Yet another Super Bowl. And the Panthers get their first. Keyshawn got him another one. Unbelievable stuff. Unbelievable stuff. Here goes what's going to happen for us in the offseason. You know my rules. We're going to let everybody walk in free agency. We will try to re-sign some of these guys. Probably not all these guys, but some of these guys. We can only sign 5 guys in the free agency process. I do not sign anybody during the re-sign process, because unless they are 100% just out the door, they're going to re-sign with you no matter what, basically. Just to add to the realism, to the randomness, we are going to let everybody walk and be in bidding wars with at least a handful of guys. But again, we can only re-sign 5 guys in the free agency period, and then if we need some roster spots filled, we go on and we do that. But that's going to do it. Hope to see you guys for the next episode of Jaguars Offseason. Tune me again, my friends. I do hope the rest of the best day. Peace, love. Hot sauce.